The reality of sailing across the Pacific is that some days are amazing, with fish jumping all around and beautiful sailing. Other days there are squalls on the horizon, lines chafing, and parts breaking. You have to remain adaptable and, probably most important, keep morale high. Continue watching to see what it's really like. We have fish jumping all around the boat. The birds are fishing, there's flying fish jumping out of the water. I saw a brown animal in the very far distance. It was either a whale or a dolphin. So we're trying a bunch of different lures. We're trying to fix our cedar plug because a fish took a hook from that, and that's been our most successful winner, 3-0 on the other ones.
The best, but cedar plug is a no-go.
Without a hook.
So, yeah. Cedar plug.
Go get him. I just saw a shark. I don't know if I caught him on film, but it was probably like 5-foot shark. Don't know what kind. Maybe a black tip, actually. So cool. I wish I could get the GoPro in the water, but we tried it and the boat is just going far too fast. There's no way I can hold it down there. Still from this morning. Look closely at the water and you'll see lots of little splashes. Those are all fish jumping out of the water. It was awesome to see so much life. I was on the lookout for any kind of sea life, trying to capture this amazing scene. Hundreds of flying fish careened out of the water, with fish chasing them from below and birds swooping down from above, hoping for a meal. This lasted all afternoon into the evening. I was in awe of how lucky we were. We must have been in a current that was just full of life. A huge thank you to our patrons. We are so grateful for your support. If you'd like additional content and real-time updates, consider joining the Harbors Unknown community on Patreon.
Okay, so release it.
The winds had changed, so we were furling the screecher so we could hoist the spinnaker.
You wrapped? No. Just just wrap. Just the whole. Well, honey, throw the engine down. Hey, that's good. I'm gonna fix this. I know what happened there. Go downwind a little bit more.
I had to go downwind to release some of the pressure from the sail, making it easier for Fernando to winch in the tack line.
Keep going a little more. Are you okay?
I'm okay. Miss Sampson. No coffee yet, but I'm okay.
Curls a little bit.
Whew, Betty, she's tough on us. The port sheet got stuck under the automatic control for the winch, and it was there stuck tight. So Fernando had to come and pull the line for me so I could get it out from under there. And of course the tack clutch, it was locked almost like 98%, but that 2% was enough for the tack line to get fully out, run fully out. Thank goodness we have the stopper knot there, but we need to move it up a bit more. But she's flying right now, that Betty. If you're enjoying this video, give it a thumbs up, leave us a comment down below, and be sure to subscribe to the channel. It really helps us out. Flying the Spinnaker is kind of a fine art. You really need to watch it and see what all of the sheets are doing, because we realized that the starboard sheet is actually rubbing on one of the stanchions, so we're gonna have to try running it inside the stanchion instead of outside.
Yeah. And that's no good.
No, it's bad.
We can do something about it. See, it's still pushing on it.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't ride up.
Right, so that at least it's not gonna get caught on the top of it.
Right. But it puts quite a bit of pressure on it.
You're gonna have a bit of pressure.
Yeah.
It'll do this. It could do the same thing in a different direction.
Yeah. I was doing that before. Before I was getting hot and top. I thought if I put it inside, it's still gonna do it. See when it goes out. It's a little better now.
And what'd you do? You pulled in the
I
sheet?
pulled in the sheet a little bit. And with that barber holder there, keeps the line from hitting the lifeline.
We've been sailing along nicely for the entire morning. Betty has been behaving, Otto has been behaving, and it's been really nice to just get some relaxation time in. And now we've got what looks like a little squall building off our port side, so we're debating whether or not to douse the Spinnaker. What do you guys think? Is the storm coming our way?
It's 50-50% chance. Spotty showers, light rain.
Luck was with us because the storm stayed far enough on port side that it didn't hit us. Well, we managed to skirt the storm, so good thing we didn't take the Spinnaker down. Looks like sunny skies, a little bit of clouds, but definitely no squalls. Welcome to Morning Watch on the Pacific. It is absolutely gorgeous. It is definitely my favorite time of day, my favorite watch. When I first wake up, it's dark and you get to see the night transform into day, and it's really beautiful. So, what do? Once it's light enough, we change the chart plotter from night mode to day so we can see it better. Then I take a walk up front to check the lines, look for flying fish or squid, and see if anything looks out of the ordinary up on deck. Sometimes we have squid, like this one that left a tattoo. I'm gonna loosen this line just a bit because I don't like how tight it is up there. I put our fishing line out about 10 minutes ago, but I'll put out our hand line too, I think. Good morning, Yoda. Good morning. I can't find the lure that we're using with our hand line, so that'll have to wait. A fish took our hook that came with the hand line the other day, so now we're kind of finagling it because we don't have crimpers on board. We have to keep an eye on Otto because he is struggling on this trip for sure. So we check the temperature. The guys have some cloths on him to keep the temperature down because he's been getting quite hot because he's working so hard. And the most important part, drink coffee. Looks delicious. Fresh made bread with peas, bacon, cabbage, just a bunch of leftovers. There's another sailing vessel near us, only 10 miles away. Viridian. It's so exciting. Fabio was just able to talk to the other boat. It's a 52-foot sailboat, and we actually saw them in La Playita, Anchorage in Panama. And they actually stopped off in Galapagos to get fuel because they, like us, had to motor so much initially. They were concerned about their fuel level, if they would have enough to run their generator, and so they stopped off in Galapagos, got topped up on fuel, had a little bit extra, and they're so sweet. They said, you know, if you find yourself needing fuel, please let us know. We have extra now. So nice. It's funny how exciting it is to talk to another boat out here. Oh, what? It's big, huh? It's huge. Wow. Want me to put more pressure? Oh my God. Oh my God. Go, Fabio, go. Oh, no way. Oh, and he took our lure. Son of a bee. Mwah, mwah. Fish took our lure. Boo! Give me that toy. Give it to me. Yum. Yoda has gotten used to going potty up front, which is a huge relief. What are you doing back there?
Onions, harvesting onions.
How are they storing back in there?
In my stockinette, you know, the one I used to when I was going out to clubs.
Are they staying kind of fresh?
That's a tip that we got. I'm not sure it really works. It looks like it works. I'm not super impressed. These are like, how many days now?
Oh.
3 weeks, right?
Yeah, probably.
About 3 weeks that we have them on board.
Because we're day 17 of the passage, so. This is behind the settee in the saloon. What's for dinner, Fab?
We're gonna have a chicken curry with calabash squash and some potatoes. These are coming from Panama. They're awesome, and they really last a long time without refrigeration. So this is perfect passage. Provisioning that and cabbage, if you have some cabbage. Try to find a non-refrigerated one with all the leaves around, because that stays outside for a long time. If you buy a refrigerated one, they've taken the leaves out and it doesn't last very long. You have to keep it in the fridge, basically.
Nice tips.
Yes.
Why are we doing curries instead of Italian food?
Well, that's a very good question, Kristin. I'm glad you asked it. Well, Italian food is based on few ingredients, fresh ingredients, which are not available here. Basically.
Yep.
Fresh herbs, fresh tomatoes. We don't have any of that. So it's better to use some of the West Indian and Indian cuisine serves better because there's more kind of curries and powders and stuff that lasts a long time. So, and rice.
Lots of rice.
Lots of rice and beans. Lots of beans, black beans, the magical fruit.
So Fabio, today's discovery.
Today we found that the first car, the part that holds the jack line broke off. It's good road and it cracked. I'm gonna have to substitute it with a piece of Dyneema and make do with that. We have some good Dyneema somewhere. So before dinner we're gonna douse the Spinnaker, put up the screecher. So maybe we can use the autopilot for a little bit, have dinner and relaxation, and then put up Betty tomorrow morning again. Weather permitting.
I think it'll be good though for the not Betty. We're just being cautious.
Being cautious, you know, the wind is 18, 19, 20 knots. We could do it because the apparent wind is only 11 knots. It's just that it's a lot of strain on the autopilot if you use it with these big waves following seas.
Right, if we had the proper autopilot, it would be fine.
Yeah, with this one here, that we've been babying since we started. Baby.
How come the stars come to shine when it's dark from so far away? Show us where we are. What makes the sun go to sleep every night? And what's it dreaming?
Happy?
Yeah, better. With just the screecher out, we're doing 6.6 sometimes, between 5 and 6 knots. You know, and the autopilot is happier. We are happier. We can have dinner.
And get a good night's sleep.
Hopefully get a good night's sleep. The wind has been very finicky.
A little bit scared of heights. Why does the rain always keep on pouring down when it's gray outside?
Last night when we took down Betty the Spinnaker, we found that there was another chafe in the attack line. And watching it, we realized that it kind of touches a little bit there. We're gonna put a low friction ring to lift it up just ever so much, just a little smidgen. Too long. Okay.
Now that the guys had implemented a solution for keeping the tack from chafing, it was time to raise Betty again. It looked like the low friction ring was keeping the line high enough so it wouldn't chafe. So Captain, how's the solution look?
It seems like it's working okay. Keeps the line off that A-frame and maybe it's not gonna chafe.
Awesome.
Who knows?
Just looked at the Spinnaker and it's ripping, so we gotta get it down. Well, I couldn't grab a camera fast enough because our autopilot was on the fritz, so I had the helm, but the guys took down the Spinnaker and we unfurled the screecher. So now we are going probably like, I guess 1.5 to 2 knots slower than we were, but I guess it's good. Gives the autopilot us a rest, and now we can take a look at that rip and hopefully repair it, because the Spinnaker is definitely, even though she's been giving us a few lashings, definitely the best way to sail. How's it going, Cap?
Well, we're hand steering. I've been hand steering for 2 hours now. I have another 2 hours to go. It's not easy. We have second autopilot prepped out again, and the rudder is acting up, coming off the gudgeon a little bit. It's not an easy passage. The Spinnaker is shredded. hopefully tomorrow we'll fix it. And so we move on, we go, we keep going. We have the best crew because they're like, they don't complain, they just keep going.
They're amazing.
Amazing.
They just laugh.
They just laugh at everything, and it's the greatest, the best attitude ever. And I feel very fortunate to have them on board because the two of us just, it is the two of us, would it really, really be hard. But we're gonna go at night on 2 on, 2 off, hand steering for the next 1,600 miles, which is it's a feat. I mean, it's a really daunting task if you think about it, especially because of the port rudder being so loose. It's hard to keep track. It really doesn't respond very well.
And so we carried on, the crew keeping high morale, which is one of the most important things.